All right, Gary, what are we playing this week?
Okay, I've got you know how a writer, like a man writer, their barely disguised fetish shows up in a lot of stuff?
Happens with women too, I would say.
I guess that's true. But as a man, I've generally just been looking up man fetishes.
Okay.
On manfetish.com. I've got it open right here.
Okay. Is that a incognito window?
No, I don't. I'm the only one who uses this computer.
Okay. No. I am narrating myself opening that.
Oh, okay.
I figured domain is for sale for $2,895.
The network's doing all right. Let's pick it up. So I figured I would dig through these and assume one of them would be a game.
Okay.
Hit the random tag on here. On Man Fetish.
Okay.
And I did this kind of before you showed up. It looks like we have a strong female protagonist, parentheses, Man Fetish here.
Okay.
And a bunch of stuff's popping up.
Okay.
So we have a buffet of choices. We got everything Joss Whedon's ever done.
True.
There's probably a Dollhouse game somewhere in there.
Have we done a Xena game or did we just do that Hercules game?
We might have just done the Hercules game, but there's like a Xena, a Buffy.
Yeah. Oh, we've definitely done a Buffy game.
Yeah.
I know that.
Have we done a Dark Angel game?
No, we haven't. Also, who remembers Dark Angel anymore?
Not me.
Yeah.
I love Jess Alba, but Dark Angel.
There we go.
My name is Gary Butterfield.
My name is Kay Ross.
And you're listening to Abject Suffering. This has been a test of the Abject Suffering tactical digression system. Thank you.
Thank you. And this week we're talking about Dark Angel. Sorry, James Cameron's Dark Angel. This is a poll winner. People voted for this. It was put into the suggestion machine by Froggery Z, who says the main gameplay is not too awful. The camera can be your enemy at times, and the bosses are somewhat hard. The really bad parts are the 4 stealth levels, level 17 in particular. I never managed to beat that level.
I'll say right now, I did not get to level 17.
What?
In this? Yeah. No, I had to tap out.
I thought we had an agreement, Gary.
We do beat everything for Abject Suffering.
Yes.
I hit the I get it button pretty fast on this one.
Yeah, after I punched a lot of guys for too long and got my 3rd key card, I was like,
yeah,
I feel like I've seen what this has to offer to me. I found a weapon and it made no difference in the way that I fought.
No, this is a punching guys to get key card.
Yeah,
game. Like men are key card slot machines, which is that's probably a lady fetish. That's from ladyfetish.com. And you go through and you punch guys to get key cards to pop out of them. And you kind of go through a dark zone, like city streets.
Yeah.
The zone.
Like dystopian Seattle.
Yes. I'd forgotten about Dark Angel completely. Mm-hmm. Did you know she's part cat?
I did not know that until I got to that part in the opening cinematic. Gary, ladyfetish.com is $995.
That is the wage gap.
I know, right there. Fucking sexism on display.
Family court. Things of that nature.
I did not know she was part cat, and that did send up signal flares for me. I was like, oh, this is that in particular is someone's special thing.
It's somebody's special thing. And I was also, for a moment, it's like, was I wrong about Dark Angel? Like, is Dark Angel cool? Is she going to do cat powers? Like, not just sets that get cut off halfway through because the performer's a drunk and doesn't want to perform.
Right.
But like, is she going to do like, I don't know, like radioactive purring? Or something like that. Like I don't
like shattering glass with radioactive purring.
Yeah. Or, like Quicksilver in, Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
Like, just kind of shaking the glass or something like that. Uh-huh. No, you just punch guys to get key cards out of them. Uh-huh. Being a cat doesn't have anything to do with Jess Alba.
Has nothing to do. She can jump pretty high. it seems.
She does jump pretty high.
She does jump pretty high. Hey, what was that get drunk and leave the set halfway thing there with cat powers?
Oh, making fun of the band Cat Power.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
I don't think she got drunk, but I think that she, and that, I should rephrase that. She has a reputation for kind of throwing a tantrum and leaving the stage.
Okay.
Partway, like playing a song and then getting, and I don't respect that.
Yeah.
As a thing, I don't know if she actually got drunk. I think I might be getting two different people confused. Mm-hmm. So apologies for ascribing drunkenness to her. I do not like prima donna behavior.
Yes. I did not know that cat so-and-so, Cat Power was a musician.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a lady. She does covers a lot. Not for me. No. But also, one of the main things I know is that she throws a fit and leaves the stage. Yeah, I don't like that. You go. People are there to see it because they like your stuff. Mm-hmm. You're gonna treat that with disrespect.
Come on,
like it just feels bad to me.
Yeah.
Gratitude.
Yeah. Sorry to slam us in reverse there. I didn't know.
No, yeah, that's the for the indie music hounds.
Yeah. Did you watch Dark Angel when it came out?
No. The fuck you say to me? No.
People have been shot for less, Ross.
Yeah, no. Like this came out in 2001?
Yeah.
Right? I'm 21 years old.
Uh-huh.
I'm not watching Dark Angel.
Okay.
I'm knee deep in booze and puss. Like it is like absolutely combing it out of my hair.
It is 2001. There is not a lot of internet to do. We've talked about how sometimes you watch strange things. I didn't watch this. I don't think I'm better than it. It just was not a thing that piqued my interest other than me thinking, yeah, Jessica Alba, attractive lady.
Yeah, Jessica Alba looks all right.
My only recollection of it from the parts of it that I saw in like lead-ins to other shows is they're always talking about Manticore.
Yeah, there's Project Manticore, which is frustrating because it should be Project Chimera.
Uh-huh.
Right? Like if they're adding cat and soldier DNA together, making cat hybrid soldiers.
Yeah.
You know, it's also, if you look at I'm on the Wikipedia for it. I was reading that and looking at and seeing the picture of the main cast. I feel like there are 1,000 shows like this.
Yeah.
Like if you just told me these were the people from Burn Notice when they were young, I would like, here's a crew.
Yeah. No.
And they don't solve crimes. They either solve them or do them. Mm-hmm. You know, they're on one side of the crime line.
Yeah. I like a cast list where almost none of the actors are blue links.
just Max Guevara.
Yeah, no, this could be literally any show. Burn Notice is a good pull for like a very anonymous show from roughly this era.
Yeah, I think Burn Notice was later.
That was later. Yeah, I had a girlfriend who was really into that in like 2008. I think.
Yeah, I think it's like 10 years older.
Yeah,
kind of thing. But this kind of just like, here's a crew. Mm-hmm. They solve things or cause them. It feels very generic to me. And I watched the opening credits and watched a little bit of the episode here, and it's very dark.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in like tone. I mean, it's really hard to see what's going on. Mm-hmm. Everything happens very at night.
Yeah.
Everyone's dressed in black.
Also, it's kind of hard to get too worked up about a super soldier plot kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like maybe this was groundbreaking in that, but like the government made me and now I'm on the run. Like that is kind of just the Incredible Hulk.
If you told me that was also the plot of Alias, I'd believe it.
Yeah.
Like of other shows of this era. Mm-hmm. You know, like that. Oh, that's what happens here. This, when I was making fun of the fetish thing earlier on, this is part of a coterie with Xena and Buffy and Alias and stuff of like the mid 2000s, where it was the empowering feminism was to have like a lady who fights a lot, who is damaged by the government, and is still super, super fucking hot for like the creator. Like I'm not trying to cancel James Cameron as a thing. Like this is mostly at Joss Whedon's feet, but like his everyone is a tiny little like super soldier sex nymph. Mm-hmm. You know, like it's gross.
Yeah.
To me,
just lots of something for daddy.
A lot of something for daddy, kind of, and I'm not saying that nobody could get any representation, coins from this and like feel good about seeing her be a badass, but like, it feels like it's like not an overcorrection, but like a miscalibrated correction.
Yeah.
For this.
It also, just looking back, it feels quaint and insufficient, but also like, who knows what this was a stepping stone to, or like for how many people, like, oh, they grew up liking Buffy, and then when they hit a certain age, this kind of hit, and they transferred over, and it is seen as part of like a lineage. I have no idea, because that wasn't me.
Yeah. And if so, I don't want to take that away from anybody. Yeah. It just, in retrospect, it doesn't seem like, nobody needs to hear this from me, but it doesn't seem like good feminism to me. Like, it doesn't it doesn't feel like a big stride to be like, what if women were also super soldiers with dark past who got experimented on by the government?
Yeah.
It reminds me of like when people were really up in arms about the Ghostbusters Answer the Call, and somebody made a tweet. There's like, this is asking the feminist question, can a dame bust a ghost? And it just kind of like gives a lie a little bit to like how, silly that is. I want the representation, but also I don't think it's a super win. It's Ghostbusters. It's pretty fucking silly. This is still a kind the Manticore squad of the human cat soldier hybrid who just punches people for key cards.
Right. And I'm kind of looking sideways at this, in this extremely basic beat 'em up game, when like all of her combat barks, like after she kills somebody or knocks them out or makes them fade from existence, are like, I'm just not that into you. Take no for an answer. How's that, tough guy? Like, it has real like Malibu Stacy.
It is very Malibu Stacy, and everybody's got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
With realizing, ladies are people too. I get it. And if there's going to be a guy version who does that, if there's going to be if there's Dead at 21, 10 years before this, about a guy who is experimented on by the government and goes on the run and gets key cards. Yeah. Like, there could be a lady version too. It's just hard for me to think that it's praxis.
Yeah.
I don't
know. This just wasn't me. I just kind of thought it was from an outside perspective, it just kind of seemed goofy. Man, the combat in this is bad.
It's really boring. Yeah. It's really bad and boring. It's way too simple.
Enemies take way too many hits to down, and like, this did teach me something. But it's like, something I value in action games by their absence. There is no forward movement or no like seeking on punches in this. She just kind of stands there and punches basically in the footprint of her model.
Yeah.
And like, even Yakuza, as basic as that is, if you attack towards somebody, there will be a little bit of like distance closing to make it feel kinetic, right?
Well, it makes you hit them.
Yeah.
Like, you also kind of home in a little bit. It's for smoothness.
Yes.
Like, it wants to make it very smooth. This is maybe more realistic. Like, you can throw a punch without stepping forward. Like, I've done it.
Yeah.
Here, but it does mean that Jess Alba is constantly missing or just standing and punching and someone's not in range yet. Like, I'm just going to stand here and punch. And if you bring your key card within range, I'm going to get it. I'm going to hit you in the face and take it.
Yeah.
Sucks. And it's boring to play. Yeah. Like, it's not an exciting premise. It peaks at cat DNA.
But what was funny is every sound effect is a little record scratch.
Yeah. It's got some early 2000s kind of scudge fun to it.
It's just like, it has the interface sounds of Tony Hawk's Underground.
Yeah. You can't sketch one though.
No.
Opening theme song of the show is by Chuck D.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of that.
That's what made me remember that.
It's pretty fun.
Record scratch kind of stuff, which is just, it's real Poochie energy. Yeah.
Big Poochie. Yeah. As a thing. Whenever I think about Jessica Alba, I think of that Tim and Eric thing where they have Tommy Wiseau on that episode and he thinks he got them Jess Alba and it's just somebody else named Jessica Alba. And they trying to convince themselves like, that's not Jessica Alba. It doesn't look anything like her.
We've got John Depp.
Yeah. It's very John Depp. Love that stuff.
Oh man, I don't know Jessica Alba from anything else other than the Fantastic Four movies where she plays Sue Storm.
Yeah. She hasn't done anything for a while.
No, I don't.
Yeah, she was in Spy Kids and then like kind of has been taking a break.
I kind of don't think she has to.
No,
the economics
like,
of Hollywood are
If had to played in any of these equations, like all actors would retire.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Jess Alba's probably got the money. Those Spy Kid movies were fucking huge.
Yes.
And did a bunch of romantic comedies that were big as well.
Yeah. She starred opposite Dane Cook in 15 movies that released between June 2008 and November
July
2008.
Yeah. But yeah, she just kind of stopped. She just does charity now.
Yeah.
She does Krav Maga.
Good for her.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, she was part of that big, I remember when Krav Maga like ended up being just like eventually among the Dermits that are around you, there will be a new new martial art.
Now it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, right?
It's been BJJ for a while.
Yeah. It's BJJ.
That's what her friends call it.
Yeah. I don't like that as much. But yeah, that's the big one now. But yeah. Krav Maga.
Yeah.
Parenthood, karate, boxing, aikido, judo, wrestling, Olympic sport, no. Focus, hybrid. Really thought of like the stats on different martial arts.
No. I was surprised to see that she was in The Secret World of Alex Mack. I liked that show a lot when I was a little kid. Yeah.
Good for Jess Alba.
Yeah.
Got no problem with Jess Alba. Go Jess Alba. Yeah. This game is really boring. I wanted there to be more to talk about with the cat hybrid DNA. But I just, if I were locked in a room with it when it came out, like I probably would have also gotten to level 17 or what have you. As is though, I get it. Button was too tempting.
Yeah. I wanted to get to a boss, but I got shot too many times and I was like, there's nothing I can do about this really. I had no idea. Like there's a rage meter. So, nothing.
You probably just do more damage.
Yeah, probably.
You activate the thing. This feels very painfully generic to me. And I wasn't trapped with it.
Nope.
So I didn't have to keep playing it. But, this is developed by Radical Entertainment.
Yes.
Who have done stuff that is good and interesting. A little bit. They had Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yeah.
Which is, cool. They've done, they eventually got acquired by Vivendi.
Yeah.
So they've done some stuff with that. But like the Simpsons Hit and Run, the prototype games, which people like.
Yeah, prototype's good.
I've never played those, but people like them.
Yeah. Not a terrible one. Studio anyway. I would have been interested to see what Prototype 3 was like, given that Prototype 2 was bonkers. But yeah, no, just bought by Vivendi and then made as a support team for Destiny. Goodbye forever, I guess.
You got into the Destiny mines. You either get to choose to be the Destiny mines or the Call of Duty mines.
Yeah.
They also did the whole Ultimate Destruction. Yeah. When they were with Vivendi. That's sick. I like that game quite a bit. So like a decent studio, but I feel like they did not, this is not their best foot.
No.
Yeah. Oh, they did the Bebe's Kids.
But yeah.
That are suffering alum.
Yeah, there's a couple back there. They did the Sega Genesis Beavis and Butthead game, the Wayne's World NES game. Yeah, no, they're a stalwart. They eventually got their act together.
Yeah, the Power Pigs in the Dark Age. Remember those guys?
Who could forget the Power Pigs?
Yeah, the Power Pigs in the Dark Age. Again, weird fetish fuel shit. Like Power Pig.
Getting back to Tommy Wiseau, Pigman. Yeah.
Yeah, Pigman. I'm the Pigman. Pork. Boy.
Yeah.
I had a digression for you.
Okay.
Here. This is not, but it's related to cats.
Okay.
Do you remember flea collars?
Yes. I never had any experience with one because I feel like they stopped being a thing.
Well, you're not a cat. That's part of it.
I never had to use a flea collar for my cat. Are you talking about human flea collars?
Yeah, that was the joke.
Okay.
I wasn't, but now I guess we are.
Okay. There are different lifestyle communities where collars play in,
Sure.
I don't know.
You'd want, they didn't work. That was the whole thing. That's why they went away. But I was talking about Live last night and how funny it was that like it was real specious reasoning. Like you have this magic rock or whatever. And then the art on the boxes, I don't know if you remember this, would always show like the cat's collar and then magneto waves coming out and then like a flea like, I can't stand the sight of this collar. Like a vampire looking at a cross. I remember seeing lots of commercials and advertisements for just this magical device that I have no idea what it's supposed to fucking do.
It's just radiated. Yeah.
What a ripoff.
Like what is the principle by which this works? I always assumed that it was like coated in a chemical. But in my head, it was always, so do you just want it so fleas don't get to their head? Like, is it the head fleas that count? Are you trying to reduce head fleas?
Or just neck fleas.
Yeah.
You know, they cannot be in or around the position of the collar.
It's the Berlin Wall for fleas.
Take this collar down, Mr. Gorbachev.
Little flea David Hasselhoff playing a concert on top of it.
Yeah, on top of the collar.
Yeah.
The collar that divides West Pocket from East Pocket.
My understanding is you just like a flea bath, or like if there's a dog, or like there's pills, right? You can.
Well, there are a lot of options to take care of them. For cats, you get a goo, and you put it between their shoulder blades, and it just kind of works.
Okay,
it disseminates itself.
That seems more ridiculous than the collar to me.
I know,
just a little dab, just a little dab on the nape, and then they're good.
Yeah, and you put it between their shoulder blades because they can't lick there.
Oh, madness!
And we were thinking about if we ever got fleas, which we don't have fleas, indoor cats only. But if we got fleas, like how we'd stop them from licking each other. And then they get no fleas in the inside.
I don't know that. Yeah. Huh. Well, like if they would specifically try to lick it to get it off of them, or like, I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with the precise and comprehensive dynamics of allo grooming.
Yeah. They just fucking love to lick each other. So these cats love lick.
Yeah.
The ones I got. So
yeah. No, my cats lick me all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine too.
Yeah.
The Pocket licks me 1,000 times a day.
I also like just the idea of like a collar or another like a piece of just a piece of clothing that is meant to accomplish a medical task, which isn't too far off. Like, did anybody around you ever get really into the copper bracelets or the magnetic bracelets?
I was going to say like magnets. Yeah, I was going to say that's basically like weird woo-woo magnet stuff. I've never gotten into it. Nobody I know has, but I know it's a thing.
Yeah. Or my grandparents, because they lived in my parents' basement, the finished basement there, they weren't just like down there with bare hanging light bulbs or anything. Yeah.
It wasn't a barbarian situation.
No, it wasn't a grandpa barbarian.
Yeah.
No.
I'm Grandpa Barbarian. Back in my day, we would rage.
Because they lived in a basement, lots of bugs down there. They tried everything to get rid of them, including these weird little plug-in things that like nothing explained by what principle it worked. Some of them were sound. Some of them were just like a little blue light. And the claim was plug these in and the bugs will go away.
Yeah. They just won't like it. Advertising at the time was primarily wave based. Like you would just show your product, and then magneto waves would come out of it. And then whatever you didn't like would be like, and this could be anything from a flea to like a stomach problem. It's the little red lightning bolt school of graphic design.
I was going to say like that, like they explained like Tylenol with waves.
Yes.
And that is so effective that I still sometimes in my mind conceptualize pain or even anxiety as the red lightning bolts and the relief that I want to like will into myself as the soothing blue waves.
Soothing blue waves that push things off of you.
Yes.
Like they should just market the waves. Like get rid of the middleman. I don't need the collar or the plug-in or anything. Just give me waves that I can deploy.
I think what you're describing is like going to a Catholic church to get blessed. I think that churches around the world have been very good and ahead of the curve about marketing waves.
I was going to say it was that or Xanax. Like, it just like shoots waves out of you that just push things off of you. You know?
Yeah, no, it doesn't solve your problems, but it makes you stop caring about them a little bit.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's about what you can do. You know, not caring about it's just as good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I want more wave-based advertisements. No.
Kind of like how everything used to be rays, you know, back in the radiation days. Yeah. Rays, waves. And I mean, like, this is still around, right? Like, you just have people talking about like energy and dimensionality and shit. Like, I believe that this has moved into dimensional woo-woo.
Yes.
And has been for about the past 10 years.
Big time. Yeah. We've switched from waves to now just kind of different planes.
Yeah.
All just words that you would like insert as the suffix on a magic card that had a vague meaning. Second digression. Yesterday I went to the store, checking out. I live by a Winco, worst designed store in Portland. You have to cross like huge lines to check out, and you have to cross them to shop.
Oh no! Yeah.
Behind a guy, he was getting Golden Crisp cereal.
Okay.
Remember, Golden Crisp?
I always get that. Oh, Golden Crisp. Yeah. No,
Can't get enough of that Golden Crisp.
Yeah, no, that is one of the worst cereals for you. I fucking loved it as a kid.
It's really bad for you.
Yeah.
Their thing now, and I almost asked this guy to take a picture and then didn't, but I managed to find this today when I was preparing for the episode.
Okay.
I'm going to pop something into the Slack. This was on the back of the cereal box, and I feel like we should go through it.
Okay.
It will use up the rest of our time.
Who brought this? How was this brought to your attention?
I was standing behind a guy in line who was getting the cereal.
Okay, and you saw the back of the
cereal box.
Okay.
And I almost said to him, I know this is weird. May I take a picture of the back of your cereal box? And me and this guy had a rapport.
Okay.
He almost left his chips on the conveyor, and they were going to check it out. He's like, hey, these are your chips. And he's like, oh, thanks. And I was like, yeah, I want to make sure you got your chips. He's like, I want those chips. Like, we got along really well, me and this guy. I feel like I could have asked about the box.
Then, I mean, you say, okay, and now a debt is incurred.
Yes, now that you are within my power.
Yeah.
The only way even is you let me take a picture of the back of your cereal. I didn't do that because I felt weird. Instead, I just found it online. Check this out.
Is he holding up an iPad? Is that Sugar Bear holding up an iPad?
Yes.
Okay. More sweet slang with Sugar Bear.
Yeah. Can't get enough of that Golden Crisp? You're not totally sweet unless you're up on your GC lingo. And there's a glossary here.
GC means something different.
What is the? Let's go through the glossary here. Let's teach. Let's educate as well as inform.
Each of these has phonetic pronunciations next to them, even though they are commonly understood English words.
Sugar Bear doesn't know his audience for this.
Okay. We have liquid gold. There's a picture of somebody holding a bowl with a straw in it, giving a thumbs up. The delicious milk sweetened by your Golden Crisp.
Okay, we call that liquid gold.
Yeah.
That's the lingo we use.
Okay.
Gold mine, pronounced gold mine. That's the feeling you get when you're carrying a bowl of Golden Crisp into a room full of hungry friends. Guys, you want to split this fucking bowl of cereal with me? Everybody grab a spoon.
The way that they describe that makes it sound like it's a physical challenge on Double Dare.
Look at the image. Look at the kid like being overwhelmed by all those hungry friends.
You must enter this room. They want the Golden Grams. You cannot give them the Golden Grams. They can't have the Golden Grams.
Nope. Yeah. Man, and I'm just really glad that somebody's finally described that feeling. Like when I have a bowl of Golden Crisp and I bring it into a room full of hungry friends, I felt like the Germans probably had a word for that feeling, but we didn't have it in our language.
No. And
now we do.
Yeah, it was a incredibly long compound word.
Yeah.
We have golden touch. When your fingers get sticky from snacking on Golden Crisp right out the box.
Okay. Yeah, this is cereal, sticky cereal. Yeah. Gold ring. This is the sound of falling Golden Crisp. The sound a falling Golden Crisp piece makes when it hits the bottom of your bowl. The image is an anthropomorphic Golden Crisp doing the "Let's fucking go" scream. hitting the bottom of a bowl with a huge onomatopoeia of ring. Not the sound that cereal makes hitting the bottom of a bowl.
It's a ding. It's a ding sound sometimes. Depends on the bowl. Yeah.
Or just like a...
Yeah, it's a tap, tap, tap. It's the sound that makes my cats come running, hopefully.
Yeah. It's a dry object falling onto a dry object.
Yeah.
Neither of which are metal. There's not a ring in sight.
You wouldn't want to use a metal bowl because it would be a very poor insulator.
Yeah, it would taste bad too.
Yeah. Golden rule. There's only one. Keep your paws off of my Golden Crisp.
Okay, and again, the image. This is the one that Sugar Bear is pointing to. And he's got something in a chastity Golden Crisp. A Golden Crisp on a bear trap that is chained up and locked up.
Yeah.
A lot of security for the Golden Crisp.
Yeah, it can unlock it when it deserves it.
The Fool's Gold, pretending to share your Golden Crisp, but then nah. Again, it's nothing no one's ever done in a million years.
No.
Like, hey,
you want some of my cereal?
I'm going to share my Golden Crisp with you.
Yeah.
Do you want it?
No. I mean,
get fucked. You don't have it.
Fool's Gold is obviously Honey Smacks or Sugar Smacks.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they probably couldn't. I think these are Sugar Smacks. They're called Golden Smacks now, I think. Or Golden Crisp.
Honey Smacks with Diggum Frog. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't fucking Diggum Frog. I forgot about Diggum Frog. But yeah, there's one of them had to change their name.
Yeah.
It might be this. Might be Sugar Crisp.
Golden Crisp did. Yeah. Used to be Sugar Crisp. Honey Smacks is Kellogg. Golden Crisp is Post.
There we go.
Yeah. Go for the gold. When you run to the store to buy more Golden Crisp, I think that the back of this Golden Crisp box is giving me a very skewed image of the Golden Crisp lifestyle.
Portraying it as a golden lifestyle, just kind of generally is pretty wild.
Yeah.
I don't need a different word for going to the store if I'm going to buy a cereal there.
Also very inefficient to go to a store just to buy one thing.
Yeah, nobody buy one box of cereal. I mean, unless you're on Fool Your Friends with some Fool's Gold. Then you have to. And then finally, pot of gold, any bowl that is filled with Golden Crisp. I feel like they started kind of running out of ideas partway through these.
I think so. I think that pretty much, like all of these are just gold is good and also in the name of our cereal.
Yes.
This is really phoned in.
It's pretty phoned in.
What happened to putting a maze on the back of like a hungry kid at one den and then a goal of and the goal being the bowl of the cereal?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to also draw your attention to something in this image. Look at not the background of the photo, but the background of Sugar Bear. In this like male living spaces ass place he's like hanging out in. Yeah, he's in like an office or like a media nook. But it's human. He's a cartoon. The iPad is a cartoon, but he's in a human office.
Yeah,
having provided this lexicon.
Yeah, there's a laptop. This looks like a desk that my family had between 1998 and 2002.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I tried zooming in to see if I could read the books that are on the shelf, and I couldn't get it.
Yeah, it's too low res.
I really wanted to know what he was doing, and this is rated S for sweet. This cereal. So,
I didn't see that. It has a fucking ESRB rating.
Parental warning.
Yeah. Which is fair.
I had no idea there's that much to Golden Crisp. I know there's that much going on.
Gary, you know what I want right now? Some Golden Crisp.
I bought from the store. I was having I wanted a craving for ice cream. I want to treat myself. I bought myself, they have these cereal mashup ice creams.
Okay.
I bought myself Corn Pops ice cream. Yeah, I like Corn Pops. It's good. It's like cereal milk with little bits of corn pop in it, flavored ice cream. It's quite good.
Nice. It took me a second because like corn pop, like corn flakes. What?
No. Those weird, the gold like nuggets.
Yeah, a little. It just has nothing to do with corn. Got nothing to do with corn.
Doesn't taste like anything else.
Yeah.
It's kind of Nilla wafer related. No. We were talking about before. It's a little bit like a Nilla wafer salty flavor.
God, I love the idea of somebody out there with a conspiracy board trying to track which episodes were recorded in the same session.
I would, if you can figure out the ARG.
Yeah, now that the old one is powered down,
now
we
the
got to
old one
roll
is
up
down.
a new
we
one.
got to roll out the new one. It's significantly less impactful.
Yeah.
What should they do if they like the show?
If you like this show, you can go to patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv, kick us a few bucks a month, and get a whole bunch of bonus content. We're not making them anymore currently, but there are 200 bonus episodes of this show that you probably haven't heard. They're called Exquisite Suffering, and you should check them out.
That's what I call a pot of gold.
Yeah.
Not a gold mine.
Mm-hmm.
That's a feeling.
Yeah.
Also, you can leave us ratings, reviews on Apple Podcasts, Podcast Addict, wherever you find podcasts. Tell your friends, post about us on internet. Yeah. And thank our producer, Gwen.
Thank you, Gwen. Oh, also something I didn't explain. And if somebody is just listening to the show wondering, hey, why is the name different? Hey, everybody, I'm trans. The show's not going to be all about that. I just if you didn't see the message or hear it on another show, hi.
Yeah, it probably makes sense to put it in the beginning of each show.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll see.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll let them go. It's after suffering. Things are relaxed.
Yeah, it did. It's I think you probably figured out through context clues.
Probably, yeah.
If not. Yeah. Until then, what should they do until next time?
Until next time, if John Popper had a bandolier of Zunes, you better believe they'd only be loaded with abject suffering. God, I hope not.